In this video, we are going to look at the 5 biggest ancient cities in the year 100 AD, starting with number 5, Ctesiphon Seleucia with 300,000 inhabitants. Located on the Tigris about 35 kilometers southeast of modern-day Baghdad, Ctesiphon Seleucia was the ancient Iranian city, being the capital of the Seleucid, Parthian and Sasanian Empire. As its name already shows, the metropolis was containing not one, but two once-separate cities, the older one being Seleucia and the younger one being Ctesiphon. The cities started to merge together under the united rule of the Parthians beginning in 63 BC. During the time of our population estimate, the rich commercial metropolis was often the target of Roman aggression, leading to it being captured by the Romans 3 times in the 2nd century AD alone. The city's decline came after the early Muslim conquest in the 7th century. Today, the Takht Kasra is the only visible structure remaining of the ancient capital. Number 4. Luoyang with 400,000 to 420,000 inhabitants. Located on the central plain of China at the intersection of the Luo and Ji rivers, this city is the oldest of the 4 great ancient capitals of China, which is not surprising considering that the city was the center of China for 7 centuries. Its origin dating back to the 11th century, Luoyang was at times the capital of the Zhuo, Han, Wei, Xin, Sui and Tang dynasties. The city was known also as the hub of knowledge, with intellectual greats like Confucius having studied there and Lao Tzu having worked there. The city's importance only decreased after the year 705 AD, when the Tang dynasty changed its de facto capital to Chang'an. But even today, Luoyang is a major city with about 2.7 million inhabitants in its metro area. Number 3. Antioch with 330,000 to 500,000 inhabitants. Antioch, located on the northeastern tip of the Mediterranean Sea, was founded around the year 300 BC by one of Alexander the Great's generals. Next to Seleucia, it became the 2nd capital of the Seleucid Empire. Closely located to the Silk and Royal Road, it quickly grew into a main trading center of the empire. So, when the Romans took control over the city, they immediately recognized its strategic importance and invested heavily into its infrastructure, be it through paving new streets, installing aqueducts, or building a giant hippodrome. After the fall of Western Roman Empire, the city has been at times part of the Byzantine Empire, Islamic caliphates, or even a Crusader state. Today, sadly, only few traces are left of the once great city. Number 2. Alexandria with 500,000 to 600,000 inhabitants. Alexandria, located on the western edge of the Nile Delta, was founded in the year 331 BC by Alexander the Great. After his death, the Ptolemaic dynasty took over, under which the city quickly grew and even became at one point the biggest city in the ancient world, with its lighthouse and great library as major attractions. In 30 BC, Augustus and his newly created Roman Empire took control over the city. Alexandria and Egypt were so vital to the empire that Roman senators weren't even allowed to visit the city without the emperor's permission. After the fall of the Western Roman Empire, turbulent times followed that ultimately saw Alexandria being conquered by the Arabs and losing its significance. Since the 1850s, however, the city started growing again and has today a population of over 5 million inhabitants. Honorable mentions. 2 cities you might have expected in the top 5 are Carthage and Athens. Carthage was one of the largest cities during the Hellenistic period, but was destroyed by the Romans in 146 BC. In 29 BC, however, the city was re-established by Augustus, and it soon became a commercial powerhouse once again. So it's unsurprising that in the year 100 AD, it already had 250,000 to 300,000 inhabitants, which puts it on the 6th place of our list. Athens, on the other hand, only lands on the 12th spot with 120,000 inhabitants. It reached its high note during the classical period of ancient Greece in the 5th and 4th centuries, with the population going as high as 610,000 inhabitants. During the Hellenistic and Roman periods, however, it lost some of its former significance. Number 1. Rome, with 1 million inhabitants. According to the legendary myth, the Eternal City located on the Tiber was founded by Romulus and Remus in 753 BC. What followed from there was a long journey as the heart and center of the Roman kingdom, republic and empire. A building boom set in under Emperor Augustus, who claimed that he found Rome a city of brick and left it a city of marble. Some of the most significant buildings you can still see today are the Circus Maximus, the Colosseum, the Forum of Augustus, and the Pantheon. Beginning in the 3rd and 4th centuries AD, the city started losing some of its importance, as Western Roman emperors started to rule from cities like Milan or Ravenna. During the Middle Ages, Rome sometimes had a population of less than 20,000 people, with only the Pope keeping the city politically relevant. Rome started growing again after the Italian unification and especially in the early 20th century. Today, the capital of Italy is home to 4.5 million people. So this was quite something different, a ranking video, but I really like to make it and I really like to watch them too. So I hope you enjoyed it as well. Anyways, I hope you have a great day and yeah, bye bye.